Hey, we are the Catty Comic Book Bitches.
Today we're gonna ruin Wonder Woman issues 7 and 8 for you. 7 is everything I've wanted from The Lies for a while.
7 is by far my favorite issue of The Lies. Like, hands down, definitely my favorite issue of The Lies.
I think I've mentioned that a large portion of our problem with The Lies is just that we're not the target audience, but now we are. Because I am the target audience of anything where girls save boys and kick boys' butts. And like,
The cover was so good.
We've been whining about The Lies covers being like pulpy, like very traditional 1970s or 1940s pulp action covers. And this time it was that again, except reversed. It's Steve Trevor tied up and writhing on the thing while
On the thing.
altar on the altar, like covered in paint and not much else, while Diana, in hulking strong glory, launches herself at his attacker and saves him.
Good. Capital G.
Good. It communicates very well what the issue contains.
It did.
It was dudes being unnecessary. Dudes getting their asses handed to them.
It was a good, solid issue, and like storytelling wise, the pace was nice. The actual story was more interesting than it has been.
The story, like, it made the awkward bring back our girls parallel stop being creepy and stop feeling like we're talking about political issues. No, it's a story about women working together.
Yeah.
And like sisterhood and everything that Diana Prince is.
Look at her. Oh, this is so nice.
I like the twist of,
I loved that.
like, no, he's afraid of women. He is afraid of you.
The priestesses aren't sex slaves. They're wardens. Yeah!
And it also makes Steve Trevor's "that's some toxic masculinity you got there, dude" line feel less forced, because this is like, hey, toxic masculinity very much is what happens when masculinity becomes afraid of women.
Yeah.
And like, yeah.
Like this issue, honestly, actually, that line kind of encapsulates, like, the earlier issues were doing the same thing awkwardly, and then this issue did it well. Crystallizes for me with the toxic masculinity dude line versus, in this issue, in issue 7, the line about Cadulo is doing his, ritual thing with the god, and Steve interrupting him like, hey, and he's like doing his ritual and like, what can you possibly have to say? That was the level of hilarity and like good awkwardness that toxic masculinity dude wanted to be.
And then the immediately following line.
Oh, the immediately following line was such a good fanfare entrance, like setup.
She usually gives 3 warnings, but
it was so good. It was a good, I'm not the threatening one, but just so you know, threat. And it was
about to go down.
Canon reference, I guess.
Yeah.
It was a good good
callback
to things. It's a good
Simone's Run, TBH.
It's a good reminder. This is who Wonder Woman is. She's not about kicking ass and taking names. She's about trying to find good resolutions to things. But today she's gonna kick an ass and take a name because you deserve it.
Yeah, there is no peaceful resolution with you.
Yeah.
You will not respond to a woman talking to you, so she's gonna beat you into the ground, and then she's going to remind all of the women that you've tried to abuse that you ain't shit! You burnt!
It went directly from manly man ritual to like less manly man, like hey, ladies, and then the next page, ladies!
Oh!
It was good.
So I know we've been giving The Lies a bunch of shit and Greg Rucka a bunch of shit, and I would like to formally apologize because, like,
This was a good issue. I really liked the very ending, like the last page or two with Barbara Ann becoming Barbara Ann again, not Cheetah. And I really liked, this is a stupid little thing, but like, and you know, everything he said was lies, because we're in the lies! It was really good because it was an organic line. It made 100% sense in context, but it was also just a nice little, hey, remember what this series, we're talking about truth and lies here, in case we haven't been heavy-handed enough with it. And I just love, I love when you actually tie in themes organically and well, and it was a good line. It was a good ending. It set us up really well for episode.
Issue 8.
Issue 8. Speaking of which,
hey, issue 8 of which is the truth and focuses on Barbara Ann and her journey.
It was a good issue too. I really liked it. I really liked the cover again.
The cover was so good.
Nice cover. And I liked the issue. Actually, I kind of haven't cared about Barbara Ann that much up until now. Like, she's been kind of like, okay, I get this, the cheetah thing, that's sad, but like, I don't have enough context because I haven't read Wonder Woman before to really like have an investment in her as a person. Like, as a concept, I liked her. Like,
she's had some good lines.
She's had some good lines, and like, I get like the whole concept of like what we've been talking about with her in The Lies. What has been interesting, but not like, I don't know. I haven't connected with the character.
Yeah.
And like 1.5 pages into this issue, I was like, okay, I love you.
Here we have an entire 24 pages devoted to Barbara Ann Minerva,
and it didn't take a fraction of those for me to love her. Why are you grabbing my face?
Fucking Minerva. Why did I just now go, wait, what is the patron goddess of the Amazons? Fucking Athena. God, I really like mythology too. And I like literary criticism, I just don't actually apparently do it in time.
You didn't notice she's named Minerva.
I just thought, I was like, wow, this is a ridiculously stupid name. Barbara Ann Minerva is a stupid ass name. No, it's because she's a foil to Diana Prince.
I'm so happy myself. So we finally got a chance to really get her as a character instead of just a subplot.
I like that this kind of cements her as female Indiana Jones.
Like she wasn't female Indiana Jones enough in the truth. We're gonna
like, reminder, Indiana Jones. If you somehow didn't realize that she's Indiana goddamn Jones, she is Indiana Jones. But better.
But cooler and more iconoclastic and obsessed with a cooler mythology.
I really liked the gods helping her. Because we just came off of, in the truth, her very vehemently being atheist, or at least like, ha! She thinks the gods are mice and shit. I'm like, guess what, bitch? They are. And coming off of the revelation in The Lies, where like she made me believe in the gods, and just like that was beautiful. Athena casually making an old woman gray-eyed because her eyes were grayed out.
So you picked up on that.
I picked up on
but you didn't notice that her name is Minerva.
Disgraced archaeologist Barbara Ann Minerva is my hero.
I like how ardently just against the theory all the men in the comic are. Like, the one guy, I guess, who stole her phone probably isn't. He's probably some kind of
general dick.
Something. But like, in general, the men are so against this theory. And of course they are. That's such a good, real archaeology thing, because men suck and project patriarchy on history. And I really love Barbara Ann Minerva and her sticking it to them.
I see your patriarchy and posit what if men have always been terrible? What if we look at history through the lens that you're always weak?
She basically said that though. Like the lines about what you call myth, I call propaganda. She is basically comic appropriate. What Cait just said.
Yeah.
It was like they weren't subtle about it at all, and it was just really nice. It goes back to what you were saying. The problem with the lies was the earlier issues is that it's sort of beginner feminism.
It's just like, it's very shallow. It felt like very shallow, I'm doing this for the marketing feminism, which is not Dinah. But this is multi-layered.
It actually, it had the level of like beginner, like, hey, there's a powerful lady, but it also had the level of like, academia is sexist. Hey! And actual elements of the patriarchy instead of just, there is one exceptional woman. It was, all women are in some way exceptional, they're just held back by society, and it was much better. It was more interesting.
Yeah, it's deeper. It, because it's not very, the paper mache feminism, it doesn't like crumble, but not like the lies crumbled. It doesn't feel like a brick to the face. It feels like, here's the story we are telling, and the story we are telling includes the following themes.
Yeah. Like, it's actually not any less heavy-handed. It's just the fact that the theme they're dealing with is more nuanced.
That's some toxic masculinity, dude. Felt like a 2x4 to the face that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Whereas this is just like, no, the backdrop, everything in this room is feminism.
Yeah. Except
for the mouse.
No, including the mouse.
The mouse was cute. I don't think the mouse was inherently feminist.
Mouse was inherently feminist. The mouse was inherently feminist.
Video title.
To be honest.
So, in conclusion,